What's going on? OGL Jerome is back with Jive Turkey Talk Season 1, Episode 1, because this is on a Black Gemini Films, the new page, the new film company that was created this year. And basically, I got kicked off last year after I got my 1.2 million views for that video I posted that was copywritten. And I got the shit monetized and didn't take it off on time, and it kicked my ass off. You heard, even if I would have took the video off and everything and deleted it, I probably still would have got kicked off. Because YouTube good at kicking motherfuckers off all the time. But then they leave the Jive S motherfuckers on there for some reason. Because if you're Uncle Tom, YouTube loves you. They love the brown nose and Uncle Tom motherfuckers. They love the people who always snitching for us. Just like law enforcement got their snitches, YouTube got their snitches. He said this and he said that about me, you know. But don't be on here bullying people just because you can, all that kind of stuff. And stop being so damn disloyal, dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying? Because people that got feelings and everything, they will tell on your ass. And that's what people gonna do. They're gonna tell on you. You know? So if you got some shit going on and everything, hey, do your thing. But stop killing other people's dreams. And you should always avoid the schemes. You know what I'm saying? One team, one dream style. So all my peoples out there that's doing good, on their way to making them millions and all that kind of good stuff, keep doing what you're doing. Support other ones. I got a way where all the people in Detroit could come up together, because a lot of people in Detroit, they hate each other. So why not come up like other cities did? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's my dog calling. What's going on? It's the Gemini player from Vegas in this motherfucker.
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good, living the dream, avoiding the schemes. What's going on in Vegas?
Hey, it's second week. That's a lot.
What's the temperature in Vegas right now?
Same temperature as always. Hot.
Hotter than a motherfucker, huh? My other Gemini cousin, he just left there for vacation. He was there for a week. He said it was 115 degrees, damn near the whole trip he was there. And I say, well, shit, as long as you have fun every day, that's all that matters. Yeah.
And man, right now it's 100 degrees. Man. I'm saying. So
100 fucking degrees.
Luckily, Juvenile ain't out here, otherwise it'd be 400.
400 degrees.
Right, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
What's going on with you, bro?
Well, you know, I'm just getting past this stolen ass American so-called fucking fake holiday weekend. They call it 4th of July, you know, but you know, I was celebrating Juneteenth and shit like other people should have been doing. And I wasn't wearing no red, blue and white or whatever the hell they want you to wear, all that bullshit, you know. So I had a good time, good weekend. We ate good, you know, and played some horseshoes. We kicked the younger generation ass, and we had a ball. You know what I'm saying?
Man, shit, young niggas don't know how to play horseshoes. Not there when I was young, still don't. So you probably put the whooping down on me. So let me ask you this, man. For you, when did you first learn? When did you first learn about Juneteenth? Because looking online, looking on different, forums, everybody is all about, not celebrating the 4th of July. That's a holiday we came up with, we grew up with. And this particular year, it seems like there's a lot of backlash against it. But I do see people running straight from Juneteenth right in the 4th of July, and they still celebrate. So I'm assuming that if you was out playing horseshoes, you were somewhere at a barbecue celebrating, you was watching some fireworks.
Well, the thing is I don't really care about fireworks.
Right.
Fireworks never really been my thing. You know, even when I was a kid, I wasn't real big on them like that. I just like to light an M80 every now and then, but We used to do this shit for fun, just to make noise and scare motherfuckers. That's what our thing was. But just buying fireworks and wasting money on that shit, fuck no. I ain't wasting a dime on the damn fireworks. So
I got motherfuckers on pop fireworks off on Juneteenth.
They did. That's what they actually did this year. They actually popped the motherfuckers off because when we was at my homeboy Father's Day homegoing thing, because my boy Big Vince that passed, he used to work at Peaceful Poppers, I was telling you about. When he passed, we had a thing for him at his uncle's crib, and they was popping off fireworks that night, and they shot a music video too. So
I think I seen that on your hookup. I think I seen like they had a big backdrop with
yeah,
in the background.
He was the big fella on the backdrop and everything. I wish you could have met him, man. You would have really liked him and everything. So, you know, if you ever visit Detroit in the future and everything, it's a few more people that's in my circle that's just like him, and one of them looked just like him, his actual cousin. Looked like him, act like him, everything. You know, big fella just like him, 440 pounds, cool to the motherfucker, and will give your ass that one-headed quitter real fast too. You know, them the kind of people I got in my circle. You know what I'm saying? Real good people, but just don't piss them off because some of them do a lot of door knocking, and I can't put no names out there. I ain't about to indict my peoples. You know what I'm saying? But I was a part of the door knocking team too. So when we knocked on that door, boy, you better have that money ready. If you ain't had that money ready, ooh wee, slow singing and flower bringing.
So you weren't trying to give away the home security systems door knocking, huh?
Well, I got experience from knocking on the doors, hanging out with y'all on the blue van back in the days and everything. Everybody who hung out that blue van, because remember, your cousin told you all about it, and I wish you could have worked with us in our state. But the thing is, you working out in Vegas a little different because in Vegas they was more nicer than Detroiters. People in Detroit, oh man, you knock on their door. Who the fuck had my damn door? You know what I'm saying? Always offensive, like my man's. Somebody's at your door giving you something for free, man. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? So even though we had a little weak ass pitch, you know, I'm sure y'all pitch was the same. My manager was driving through your neighborhood, didn't see enough of these signs out there. So we came back to your neighborhood just to give out 10 free alarms and everything. I got 2 left. Would you like one? That bullshit ass pitch used to work though. You know what I'm saying?
That piece is written by Tom Hawkins, man. Great real estate legend.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was specifically written. ADC brought in Tom Hopkins, and he has a couple books, man. On if you know anybody ever want to get off the real estate like that, he's a master salesman. And that pitch, I believe it goes word to word. I needed your help. One of the girls in the neighborhood didn't see enough like 80 yard signs, so you around to give away 10 off security systems. The reason why we're doing this is because we drive down the street seeing the number on the side, and they call the number on the side, and they get their own security system for a price, not knowing you got yours free of charge. I got 2 left. You want one.
Oh, man, you got that speech down pat.
Hey, man, for the person you use it, man, put a whole lot of money in your pocket. Or a decent amount of money in your pocket. As long as you say it with conviction.
I had some good times working for ADT, Guardian Alarm, and this other little company I worked for. So I did about 3 of them. And I did my rounds, you know.
800 ADT, ASAP.
Damn. I always wanted to give me a 1-800 number, but only thing about getting the 1-800 number, wherever you get that 1-800 number at, the people are gonna know your location. And that's the thing that fucked me up. When I found out the people who get the 1-800 number, they know your exact location. So I'm not getting no 1-800 number at the fucking crib where people can just look me up and say, oh yeah, he right here. You know? Especially you start doing some major figures and major numbers.
You know you can go online and get a 1-800. almost like it voice stuff. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be tied to a physical location.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably do it to like a PO box or some shit like that. That location.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on the Sha'Carri Richardson situation?
The what situation?
The girl from the Olympics, Sha'Carri Richardson.
You know,
they're caught smoking weed.
well, this is the thing, man. It's like they always got to put somebody on blast, you know, and I don't see nothing wrong with it as long as she ain't doing this shit right before she about to do her event. I'm sure she did it afterwards to probably celebrate. So many people smoking cigarette weed nowadays, it shouldn't be no problem. I almost smoked some cigarette weed once in my lifetime when I was in pain in the hospital not too long ago. I asked them, did they have some cannabis for me? The lady started laughing like, oh, we don't have that kind of stuff here. I'm like, well, if you can find me some, I need some because they sure won't give me no pain meds. You know, I was in that motherfucker fucked up, you know, when I had broke my finger.
What do you think about the Olympics and I forgot what the governing body is, but there's a governing body that goes around and they do the testing, not just they commission so there's a governing body that runs the world, on behalf of the Olympics, and then they commission each, country to go out. Those countries have to abide by policy. So, in her situation with weed, they say that the reason why they don't allow weed, it's like 3 points, and I can't remember the second, the third one, but it is 3 points are like performance enhancing, which in some respects there's like really no reason we would give you an performance enhancing. Recovery time, recovery time in terms of injuries, that can be considered a competitive advantage, which weed does have those properties. And then also the third component would be injury. And yeah, she smoked the weed, after the situation, but the regulations are there to prevent you from smoking weed. I don't know if it's afterwards, but I know it's definitely there before, so you don't walk up in that bug high. And let's say you're doing a shot put, or you're doing a javelin throw, or you got to do hurdles, you know what I'm saying? Or even in her situations, she runs 100 meters, but if she walked up in the Olympics high, you know what I'm saying, all this medical doing some weed, it would delay her start time. It would delay her functions and her, that's a big thing in racing where, ready to go, you mark it said ready to go. And if she's high, it may delay her time.
Hell yeah, it will.
In the system, go ahead.
Yeah, that would.
So we using your system. That's the reason why they're saying those rules are in place, and it wasn't necessarily to attack that young lady because I believe it's like somebody else. I don't keep up with the Olympics. This just happened to be a situation that's going on, but I think there's somebody else who got busted for drugs on the U.S. team. But that's not being spoken about. It's just old girl being spoken about. And then there's individuals juxtaposed Michael Phelps. You remember the swimmer Michael Phelps?
Yeah. Ain't heard that name in a while.
They're juxtaposing Michael Phelps' situation. Remember, Michael Phelps got caught smoking the ball. But Michael Phelps, he had already went to the Olympics, won his medals, and was celebrated afterwards. And somebody took a picture of him, and they leaked the picture. Michael Phelps did get put on suspension, and I want to say it was like for 6 months. It was the 6 months to 60 days. But she got off right than he did. It's just the difference is that her suspension, they didn't know how long her suspension was going to be or how severe. Her suspension is actually kind of light. It's 30 days, which coincides with the day that she's supposed to do her run. that's why she won't be able to run that event in the Olympics. She actually still be qualified to run the relay race. So that's the thing up for now. So I think she got all kinds of life, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was regardless to whether or not her mother died, condolences to her and her family. You know, that's one of those situations, man. That's something she had to do when she took the inhale. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's something she had to think about when taking the inhale. Do I want to go to the Olympics? Knowing these motherfuckers may test me, you know what I'm saying? Or do I want to see smoke? I mean, there's also a situation, I don't think nobody even brought that up, which I think a lot of people look at that situation. That the other side of this coin is maybe she was around family members when her mother died, and they were the ones who told them to keep her in contact, and it showed up in her system. But either way, I think a lot of people are up in arms about it, and they take it too far as far as conspiracy theory.
Okay, hold on 1 second, Gemini player. Let me put this food up in the fridge. Be right back here in 1 second. Put my drink up. Yeah. Oh man. All right, I'm back. Put that up now before that drink was getting a little warm. Ice had melted, so I don't drink pop. I don't drink pop much, but they messed up one of them DoorDash orders earlier. They gave it to the wrong people, so they had to give me some extra pops back because of that. So
yeah, what's DoorDash like out there in the D, man?
Well, DoorDash actually is like on the outside of Detroit, which is this area called Dearborn. I know you heard of Dearborn.
Yeah.
Dearborn got their ups and downs, but I just hate when I go to Dearborn and I'm trying to do Dearborn deliveries, but they keep sending me back to the Detroit because Detroiters is ordering the most food. Detroiters are lazy. They don't cook here no more. Ever since they got them damn stimulus checks and them damn fucking PPP loans and all these scamming ass damn things they doing and Susu money, network marketing money, all other kind of stuff. People just do not cook no more. And then they love complaining about how the food and how the people are so rude to them at these restaurants and everything. They rude because the people are trying to let you know something. Get your own stuff so you won't have to worry about our rude asses. Because people ain't gonna change. Once rude, always rude. They rude in front of the owners. And the owners be like, damn, I can't fire him yet because I gotta get a replacement. So they have to deal with it. That's a damn shame. You got to deal with rude people all the time. And I tell people all the time, if you go back and make that complaint and you can't see your food being made, you a damn fool to be cussing people out. Ain't no way I'm about to cuss your ass out and tell you, you motherfuckers fucked up my food. I need y'all to remake this bullshit right now. And if I can't see you making it, what the fuck I'm gonna cuss you out for? Last time I cussed somebody out at a restaurant, I probably was a fucking teenager. I was about 17, So I learned not to cuss people out who dealing with your food. They gonna remember your ass. One thing about that, I worked in restaurants since high school days. And I said I always remember assholes, because assholes always eat at the same places all the time. We knew them by name before they became like, here come that asshole again, same motherfucker from last week, And we not gonna forget. If you acted a fool in here, you think we're gonna forget you? Hell no. That shit gonna stick with us. And I know by you living in Vegas, you see so many different visitors. But when you worked at Applebee's, you was at Applebee's in Vegas too, right? Years ago? Yeah. Well, once upon a time when you was at Applebee's, of course you seen different visitors every day, but you always seen the same people who lived in Vegas who came there every week at the same time. And if they came with a different woman, you ain't say no dumb hate shit to my, hey man, it was good to see you again. And he here with a different chick. You talking about you saw him last week. You know, you don't tell on them. What you would say is good to see you, bro. I ain't about to put your business out there. I saw you last week because this new girl don't even know you was here last week. So sometimes people run their mouths a little bit too much.
Well, that's telling you know,
oh my God. Tell me why this guy at one restaurant I go to used to go to at Fairlane all the time in Dearborn inside the mall. This motherfucker told the new girl I went with on my first date that I was just here with another girl last week. I'm like, why the he like you was just here? He like, weren't you just here with her last week? She looked a little different. Like, motherfucker, no, this is my first date with her. Like, well, goddamn, you gonna tell her I was here with somebody else last week? So she asked me about a whole time we leaving out of there. Who was the chick from last week? I'm like, I don't know what this motherfucker was talking about. I guess he think all black people look the same.
Player.
You know what I'm saying?
Hater. Why you wanna hate on me so bad?
That's why they made a song about that shit. Back in the '90s. What's that man said that song? Why you wanna play a hate on me?
Wow.
I couldn't believe he said that shit. He ain't the only person who did that. One of the waitresses that used to like me did that before because she gave me her number, told me to give her a call. And I said, I'll see if I could do that. She said, you better call me. So I ain't think nothing of it. I go back to the same restaurant. A few months later, I'm with a different girl than I was with last time. So she was already being sneaky when homegirl went to the bathroom, give me her number. So she got mad because I never called her and brought this shit up to the new girl. Yeah, I gave this motherfucker my number months ago and he ain't called me yet. So I don't know. I don't know how long y'all gonna be dealing with each other. I'm like, well, damn. Homegirl said, you know what? She was like, hey, I ain't gonna get mad at you or nothing about that because I just met you. But that girl out of line. She on the job talking about personal shit. She's like, I should get her fired. I was like, that's up to you. I ain't gonna do that no. I was like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I just told her, hey, just make sure the meal is right. She ain't preparing the food, and I actually asked for a different waitress too. So once I asked for a different waitress, I had to pray over that food, make sure the food was all good. And I took a risk that night. But I'm sure it was so busy that she ain't had time to do nothing stupid, But I just told her, I said, you'll find somebody. I left it. I played that shit so smooth. And she was like, that's how you do shit. You ain't get mad. And I like, what I'm going to get mad for? The girl automatically let me know she full of shit. She see me here with a date. The date go to the bathroom. As soon as the girl go to the bathroom, all of a sudden, you give me your number. I mean, I said I'd try to call you, but I guess I didn't try for a reason. I didn't think she was worth calling. Thought she was full of shit. Wasn't really my type anyway.
Right.
You can't trust, like BBD told me years ago in the 90s, never trust a big butt and a smile. You know what I'm saying? The girl is fucking poison. So I felt like she was some goddamn poison, so I didn't call that motherfucker. She was one of them rat Sue motherfuckers. She wasn't nothing but a dressed up hood rat anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, BBD told you something even better than poison, man.
Oh shit! You about to go to the like Bobby Brown did the other night?
Hey man, I thought it was me. I thought it was me who made the girl this way. I thought it was me. I found out she's like that every day.
Damn.
I thought it was me. Man. The girl so wild.
Man, that shit is so true.
With all the guys, he dropped a lot of game on that motherfucking CD, man.
Hey, how did you like that battle the other night with Bobby Brown and my dog Keith Sweat?
Yeah, man, I really did not watch a lot of the verses. Me personally, I'll say that I thought Keith Sweat versus Babyface would have been a better battle than Bobby. Because Bobby only had one good album out of three. You know what I'm saying? But that one album made him king of R&B for a hot second.
Yeah,
so
his
spot is solidified. Now I don't know. I have to go back and watch it. You tell me. I said Bobby didn't have 20 in the clip. You know what I'm saying? I said Bobby didn't have 20 in the clip, but I was New Edition song. But somebody told me that he wasn't even performing the Don't Be Cruel songs to the end and shit.
Yeah, he kept doing New Edition songs, and Keith Sweat said, "You cheating, man."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bobby didn't have 20 in the clip.
He was like, "Hey," and then he said, "Hey." Bobby was like, "Hey, you want me to bring him up? There he is here." They were sitting right in the front row. So I'm like, man, what if he would have brought them on stage? And then what if Keith Sweat would have had some people show up out there? It was probably there, most likely. That remember when Keith Sweat did the group thing, LSG?
Yeah. See, go ahead.
It was Keith Sweat, Levert, and Johnny Gill. Now, the thing is, Johnny Gill was the person who came in and took Bobby Brown's spot, and he started taking all his shine, and that's what kind of made Bobby Brown just get kind of like faded away to the side and everything. It was kind of like that's when he started getting high more often and all that kind of shit. And that's what the replacement came from, because Bobby Brown was just out of control. He was that bad boy of R&B that really wasn't the best singer, but he was one of the best performers because the dude just had it in him on performing.
See, that's what I was gonna say, man. Bobby listen, man. Take away New Edition, and you put Bobby up album for album against Keith, right? Keith don't have as many hits as Bobby, but Keith has more. You can play more albums and Keith Sweat straight through than you can Bobby, because even on the Don't Be Cruel album, right?
Yeah.
Once you get to the second side, once you get to the big side, it's like Jealousy album and shit. You know what I'm saying? That first side was the shit. You flip that shit over to the second side, ain't nobody playing none of that shit over there on the second side. You know what I'm saying? And then you figure Bobby's first album didn't really have it maybe had one single that people know. The third one, all he had was We Got Something in Common and Ain't Nobody Humping Around. So I was joking.
Damn.
I was joking. I was joking before the thing, and again, I didn't see it, but I was like, yo, when it's all said and done, you know what I'm saying, Bobby Brown gonna be holding on ain't no fucking we got something in common, and then they gonna be holding on to goddamn what's the song with Ja Rule?
Where would I be without my baby?
Bobby gonna be leaning on love and shit, dog.
Bobby.
You gotta figure, man. Keith had 4 good albums. He had albums with LSG. They had all the motherfuckers he wrote for. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, maybe even though Babyface would have destroyed Keith Sweat, that would have been a better versus, because Keith Sweat got that pen game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no,
great singer.
You know who Keith Sweat should have went up against? His younger idol, which is Usher. Because Usher, even though Usher is a bet.
Listen, the verses for Usher and we talked about this several times. I'm on Usher's side. I'm not a big Usher fan, but I say Usher versus Chris Brown. But everybody say Chris Brown. That's another thing. They say Chris Brown got more hits than Usher.
He do. He do got more hits. Now Usher got a better voice than Keith Sweat, and Chris Brown seemed like he got a better voice than both of them, you know, and he got more swag to a certain degree on his songs. But Keith Sweat.
So now we're talking about eras. Bobby and Keith are in the same era. Keith and Usher is not in the same era, and I would put Chris Brown and Usher in the same era.
Well, the reason why I say that, because think about Usher been around since the 90s. So he old enough to go up against him. You know, and the way I see it, Usher is
more of a performer than Keith Sweat.
Yeah. He more of a he the new Keith Sweat. He more of a crybaby. Now, Keith Sweat, he admitted.
Hold on. Usher wasn't writing his own lyrics. That's what I'm saying.
Who was writing most of his songs? Babyface?
I don't know who was writing most of his songs, but I know Usher wasn't writing his own lyrics.
Okay.
Keith Sweat is a master of the pen. He's not just a singer. He's a songwriter and he's a producer. You know what I'm saying? Again, the reason why Bobby and Keith, that shouldn't even never happen. Even though they are of the same decade. Again, I don't know who Bobby would go off against in this era. There's really nobody that can really fuck with Bobby in this era in terms of hits. But his catalog is not extensive at all. Name me 12 Bobby Brown songs, bro.
I don't even know if I can name that many, but I'll try. All right.
Don't be cruel.
All right. Don't be cruel. Every little step. It's my prerogative. The one he did with Whitney, we got something in common. And then my body's rocking or some. I want to rock with you. And then Roni. We had 6 right now, so I got 6 more to go. Okay.
Get up on my back. Ain't nobody humming around.
Yep. And get up.
What's the joint he had on the first album? Girlfriend or some shit.
Oh yeah, that Girlfriend song.
Yeah, we'll give him that. We got On Our Own from the Ghostbusters soundtrack. So
we got 3 more songs to name then.
That's it. Ain't that's about yellow.
Hey, but you know what though? It's funny how Jamie Foxx had went off on Whitney when she said Bobby Brown is the king of R&B, and Jamie Foxx said, "King of R&B? Are you fucking serious?" He's like, "Oh, that motherfucker is the king of rocks and blunts. That's about all you the king of." And I was like, Jamie ain't got no sense. Now Jamie do got a better voice than him, so Jamie can talk his shit. That way, one thing I can say about Jamie.
Yo, listen. Now, see, you just brought up somebody. I would have rather seen, even though they still kind of different eras, still kind of same music, and Jamie catalog wasn't that deep, but I would have rather seen Jamie Foxx and Keith Sweat do it.
Well, even though Jamie Foxx don't have that many songs out like Keith Sweat, he still probably would have blew Keith Sweat out the doors just by his voice.
Y'all, sorry, man, listen, Sweat is God, man.
No, Sweat, don't get me wrong. That's my fucking dog. I seen him perform in concert before. The dude is the truth. But when it comes to singing, Keith Sweat
we know that nigga can't sing.
He you know what it is? He's the best damn whiner of all time. You know what I'm saying? And when that motherfucker sing his songs, now the best song Keith Sweat ever did, he did not whine on this song at all.
Yo, listen.
Remember?
I listen. I hate that term being applied to him as the best whiner because y'all say he's the best whiner because he can't sing. No.
No.
Hold on. He ain't fucking with no Teddy Pendergrass on the wine shit, bro. Okay, so cut that shit.
Teddy P was not no wine.
That's whining motherfuckers. Teddy Pendergrass is on. Come on with me. Come on over to my place. And you know when I broke up with my girl, who was the one joint?
That wasn't whining.
Always play.
Hey, Brother Gemini, that wasn't whining. That was him getting a chick ready for the bedroom to let her know that he's about to get her pregnant.
Listen, bro,
he was making baby. That's baby making music.
When I broke up with my girl,
Hold on. You got me on that one. Now that Miss You was a whining song.
That nigga over there talking about he drinking. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably one of the only whining songs that you could probably name out of maybe 3 songs that he did. But other than that, 78% of his songs was fucking baby making music. And that motherfucker was right behind your boy Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye made the most baby making music out of any singer of all time. And he would have made more, but he got killed by his dad. His dad didn't have to kill him. You know what I'm saying? It could have been,
his daddy killed him with the same gun he bought his daddy.
Now that's fucked up too. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I know Marvin Gaye had his little issues. He had got on drugs, got kind of broke and everything, and his dad felt like he was trying to take advantage of him. But shit, Marvin is the one who basically he took things to the next level, you know, for Motown. You know, he actually woke Motown's spirits up and everything. And he was still around here and not just hanging out in California like all the other Motowners was. Some people just went to California and didn't look back at Detroit. Marvin was still here. He's still here. He was still here to the day he died. On Out of Drive in Illinois in the hood at mom and dad's house. You know, so the thing I could say is that the people who did the most whining in their songs was remember dude that made that Lenny Williams? Lenny Williams' song was so good to the point if you sung that song to a chick and you lost her, you probably got her ass back. You know, because that song right there, I sung that song at an audition years ago. And the lady that was up next, she did a little audition. She said, I sung that song so good to the point where she like, how long you been singing? I said, I'm not a singer. I said, I'm an actor. And I know how to act out a situation. So I acted the song out just like a singer would do in a movie. So I could sing in a movie just because I'm acting. Because I said I got great acting skills. And homegirl said, damn. She was like, did you rehearse it before you did it? I said, I was doing it at karaoke for like a whole year. And after I did it at karaoke for a whole year, I figured, shit, why not do it in an audition? And it played out good. And the people loved it, you know? And you know that part of the song where Lenny Williams say, well, one time things got so bad I had to go to one of my friends to talk to him. I said I'm having problems with the woman that I fell in love with. And I went to her house. I saw a car parked in the driveway. I knocked on the door, but my knocks was unanswered. And then I said I went home and I played my records until I just didn't want to hear them anymore. And I said, man, I had that shit down packed. But when I got to the audition, I got a little nervous, so I left a few words out here and there, but they didn't know because them people they don't listen to no Lenny Williams, you know. Right. So they didn't know I left some words out. And homegirl said, the black lady said, I didn't even know you had messed up. She like it didn't sound like it because she said you did it so good. And I said that's one of my favorite songs. So when Steve Harvey was talking about it on Kings of Comedy, and he told him, the next song I got for you, this motherfucker sung, What he say that motherfucker did? He said that motherfucker cried through the whole damn album and still didn't get the woman. I said Steve Harvey ain't got no sense for that shit, man. Sometimes Steve Harvey used to piss me off with some of the shit he say, but I had to forgive his crazy ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people hate that DL Hughley be so raw with the stuff he say, but I can't hate on my dog DL. DL always been
so
funny.
Funny, man.
You know?
I've never found any of the guys on the Kings of Comedy funny.
Bernie Mac was the funniest, and then DL Hughley, then Steve Harvey, and then Cedric the Entertainer. That's how I go. 1 through 4.
I didn't find any of them humorous at all.
Man,
they made me laugh. They're not Kevin Hart because I've never in my life ever laughed at one Kevin Hart joke in a movie, a stand up.
Are you serious?
I've never laughed at one Kevin Hart joke or one Tiffany Haddish joke ever.
Kevin Hart been funny since Soul Plane.
I've never laughed at one Kevin Hart joke in my life.
Now, the stuff he be talking about when he talk about his kids and his family, that shit be funny as hell.
I haven't even made it that far, man, because whenever I see Kevin Hart, I change the channel.
Damn.
Yeah, he's not funny to me at all. DL has never said anything that made me laugh. Cedric, I have laughed at. Bernie Mac to me is not as funny as everybody portrays him to be, only because he does have a voice. And it's like annoying because you have other people who try to do the Bernie Mac voice, especially like old niggas. They like to, tell jokes and do them in the Bernie Mac voice. Like, yo, nigga, you're an old nigga trying to tell a joke. Stop. You got
Bernie Mac been funny as hell for years. Remember when he used to wear that them dark sunglasses and that fucked up looking checker outfit and shit he used to have on when he used to come on Comic View?
When he was on Def Jam and they used to do the little thing and he do his little dance.
Check it!
I always thought that was corny. I never found it funny.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'll get one of you.
And that's Bernie Mac whole shit. Hey, you motherfuckers.
Hey, but look, remember the joke he said about motherfucker? You remember that joke? He's like, you could have two black people talking in a pool hall, and they say the word motherfucker 45 times, but it makes sense like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I get that. Yeah, but I've never heard this joke about it.
You ain't never heard that? All right, check it out.
Listen, Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey, they're not funny to me. I've never laughed.
All right, well, check this out. Gemini, check this out. What's going on? Niners 21. Niners in the building. What's going on? I got to make sure I'm subscribed to you already. And then make sure you subscribe back to me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to be on here too long. We've been on here for 40 minutes, so I give you enough on it.
Yeah. Check it out. Now, when he did this joke, this was on the Kings of Comedy. And it went like this. Have you seen that motherfucker, Bobby? I called the motherfucker 9 motherfucking times, but the motherfucker won't call me back. I saw his mama the other day. I called her, but, she had let the motherfucker went at home, but I ain't want to start no motherfucking trouble. But I know one motherfucking thing. Next time you see that motherfucker and he ain't got my 45 motherfucking dollars, you tell that motherfucker I'm gonna bust his motherfucking head and I'm out this motherfucker. And he dropped the mic and just walked off the stage. And that shit right there makes sense because that's how black motherfuckers argue for real at a pool hall. Basically.
Don't y'all have a pool hall over here somewhere off the east side of one of them streets, Mac or Burner or some shit?
We used to have a pool hall on
Harper, Connor or something.
You act like you know our neighborhoods. When the last time you visited Detroit? About 20 years? for the family reunion?
You gotta hear it. It was a long time ago.
you ain't. And last time you visited Detroit, we still had the play.
Last time I visited Detroit,
Farmer Jack. We still.
Barry Sanders was still playing for the Lions.
And we probably still have Farmer Jack in this motherfucker. Farmer Jack saved his time in Kingsway, and remember that store that ABC Warehouse put out of business. ABC Warehouse is the closest thing to wholesale, but it's always better to shop at Fredder. And Fredder and they put their ass out of business. That's probably the last time you came to Detroit.
And last time I came to Detroit, what's that motherfucker? Isaiah Summers blew Bill Lambier shit out.
Oh damn, you taking it way back. He did beat Lambier ass. I'm like, that's some I'm like, why would you?
Well, the motherfuckers retired that year. That's when Grant Hill came. That's when Lindsey Hunter was the man. And who was it? Lindsey Hunter. I forgot the other one. Allen Houston.
Hey, who was they playing when he beat? Was they playing Chicago when he beat Lambert ass?
Who?
They was playing Chicago at that time, wasn't it? They was
no, they got into it in practice.
Well, I know they got into it in practice, but I'm saying it was.
This is after they was washed up. They moved everybody.
Oh, okay.
They drafted Lindsey Hunter, and Lindsey Hunter was backing up Zeke. But Zeke fucked around and hit Lambier and blew the shit out and fucked up his wrist.
Damn.
And then he retired, and then Lambier just retired after that.
Damn. You took it way back. Isaiah.
Then they kicked Isaiah out of the organization because he was supposed to be the general manager, but he wouldn't tell the press too soon. And so they ostracized his ass and kicked him out of Detroit. That's how he ended up being the owner and general manager of Toronto.
He went to Toronto first for that? Damn.
Yeah, you don't remember he retired and then he became the general manager of Toronto, and he drafted Damon Sotomayor. He drafted Vince Carter. He drafted Tracy McGrady.
They did have a hell of a squad, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like, 94, 95, all that shit started taking off. And they drafted Damon Stoudemire, Tom Gugliotta, and then they drafted Vince Carter, and then I think Zeke left after they drafted Vince Carter, and then the following year they drafted Tracy McGrady because that was the big thing that they was cousins.
Damn.
Yeah.
Vince Carter was winning them dunk contests and shit. That was the man.
Yeah. What they used to call him, Air Carter or some shit.
Vince Carter always reminded me of Latrell Sprewell a little bit on how he used to ball. It's like because Sprewell, even before he choked the shit out of the coach, he was already the man. And when he choked the shit out of the coach, oh man, they was really like it was all about Sprewell then, and then the Sprewell spinners that came out. Remember, he was sponsoring the spinning rims that came out back in like 01, 02.
That's when motherfucking that's when they got rid of Allen Houston. Allen Houston was in New York after the Sprewell. Was Allen Houston and Sprewell playing on the same team, or was it after they got rid of Sprewell that Allen Houston came into New York?
Man,
Sprewell used to play. Sprewell used to play with Chris Webber over there at Golden State when Chris Webber got drafted.
Oh yeah, Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, it was Mitch Richmond, Latrell Sprewell.
They had a hell of a squad. They had a hell of a squad though.
Yeah, Oliver Miller. Who else is on that damn squad, man? Because it was Richard Goodman. No, Richard Goodman wasn't on that squad.
Then they had Otis Thorpe at that time too.
Nah, Otis Thorpe left Portland went to the Pistons.
Okay.
Yeah, OT was that dude, man. That's what McDyess reminded me of when McDyess got to the Pistons. He was like that Otis Thorpe role, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's gonna get you them points. It's gonna be that solid motherfucking rebound and defender.
Damn, you took it way back, man. One thing I can say about the original Bad Boys, it's like we can't get a squad like them no more, man. It's almost like a rap for them to ever get a squad that good again, man. Like, cause they had everybody. They had what, Bill Cart? One Bill Cartwright with us for a minute too. Hold up, no, he was on Chicago. Yeah, I'm thinking about James Buddha Edwards. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you had motherfucking. You had Isaiah, Joe, Benny,
John Sally,
Dennis Rodman, Margaret Dwyer, James Edwards, Bill Lambier. You had Dennis Dembo. You had William Bradford. God damn, man, who was that other motherfucker? He was a bum like Dennis Dembo. Then you had the white dude, Chuck Nevitt.
Yeah, you got that shit down pat.
And you know, it's so funny, man. I used to hate the motherfuckers. The way they used to be my squad. Isaiah is my favorite player of all time. But, you know, I remember, man, listen, I hated the Bad Boys.
A lot of people hated the Bad Boys.
The Lakers was my dudes, man. Even when they played in Portland, I was cheering for Portland. I used to love me some Clyde Drexler, man. And,
Glad Drexler.
Yeah, Clyde Drexler, Terry Porter, Cliff Robinson, Kevin Duckworth. I think Buck Williams was on that team. Who else they had on that fucking Portland team, man? Because that Portland team was the shit. Yeah, Clyde fucked up when he went up against Jordan. Let me tell you, go ahead and head with that nigga instead of playing team ball and shit.
And make it so bad, man. I didn't realize how much of an asshole Jordan was, especially when he get off the court. You know what I'm saying? He played it cool on the court and everything until you really foul him real bad. Then he'll show a little bit of that assholeness that he had inside of him. Because Jordan, he could be disrespectful at times. Like he disrespected the shot of Chameleon at a party. So there was some little get together, and I think Jordan was talking to Gilbert Arenas about something. And Chameleon walked up, spoke to both of them. Hey, what's going on, fellas? Y'all all right? They're like, okay. So Jordan just looked at him like, what the fuck don't you see us talking? And he like, hey, how you doing? I know I said excuse me and everything. I just wanted to know, can I get y'all autographs and everything? And I think Gilbert Arenas gave it to him right away. And Jordan told him, don't you see me talking? Get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, man, like, how fucking rude is that? You know? Thing is, another celebrity walk up to you, you that rude to another celebrity, that means you really an asshole. You know? And even though if you don't listen to this guy's music, you probably know exactly who the fuck he is. And even if you didn't know who he was, he's some kind of fan if he's coming up asking you for your fucking autograph, and he probably been supporting your fucking clothes forever. And you got to think about that. People don't just support your games and watch you on TV. They're supporting your clothes. They supporting the movies you've been in. They support your basketball cards, even your fucking baseball cards, you know? So Jordan got to realize something. If you ain't want all these motherfucking fans, you take your punk ass home and stay home. Don't come outside and pay people to go places for you. And just stay inside. You ain't got to worry about people. Same thing going on with a lot of people. The celebrities out here are doing the same jab shit that he's doing. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why be the Jive turkey out here for people that support you? I don't understand it. What about you, Gemini? What you think about that?
Man, I couldn't even tell you, bro. I don't feel one way or the other about Michael Jordan instead of him wearing them damn J. Cole jeans.
All the support he got from people, he been making over 90 million a year from Nike for the longest.
I would say, man, that from what I'm not one of the mainstream folks to beat up on people, and I'm like Star, man. I'm an objective hater, man. So, I'll hate on any motherfucker, man. And it won't come from a personal standpoint. And I will defend a motherfucker. Michael Jordan, man, has done a lot. Michael Jordan has done a lot for the black community that he doesn't talk about. And Michael Jordan's done a lot for the black community, way more so than the people who talk about him. And stuff. Like I don't like LeBron James, right? I don't like him on the court.
Why you don't like King James, man?
I think LeBron James is the most overrated player in the NBA. He's had more teammates than anybody in the NBA. They don't tell you that stat though. They'll tell you how great. They'll tell you he's about to beat the Knicks all the time. Leading scorer, he's done this, that, and the other. But they don't tell you this man has had over 300 goddamn fucking teammates. Every year, he's always complaining that he needs more help. Every year, miraculously, during the what you call that shit, the trade deadline, somehow he's able to bring somebody in that's an all-star, former all-star, or maybe contributor to a team, and every year he continues to need help. So if you're the greatest player, that's one thing I don't like bitch ass Jordan because Jordan had the refs helping him, and Jordan had the front office helping him, and Jordan had NBC helping him. That's how Michael Jordan came to be through David Stern, Nick Ebersol, and the referees. All right. LeBron is a media creation. From the time he came out of high school into the league, they were trying to make him the next whatever because you have to think back when LeBron came out of school, Allen Iverson's image had been tarnished, because they didn't want him doing the thug thing with the braids and the rapping, and then Kobe's reputation, who was the next Jordan. Kobe's reputation had been tarnished. Why? Because of the thing in Colorado. So they started putting in Shaq. Shaq was on the decline because Shaq went over to Miami and then Shaq ain't did shit since. You know what I'm saying? He got one and he was out. So they had to push somebody else. And they pushed LeBron. And they've always pushed LeBron. LeBron had a decent team when he was in Cleveland, even though they trying to say he didn't have a decent team. And he took he did well with the distance, you know what I'm saying? Until he started mangling the distance. And he had a good team in Cleveland, but then he jetted because what? He was complaining in Cleveland that he needed more help. Hell, niggas even brought Shaq in to help the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So he went down to fucking Miami, and when he was in Miami, guess what? He needed more help. And guess who they went and got? They went and got fucking Ray Allen and Juwan Howard. You know what I'm saying? He left, he went back to fucking Cleveland, and when he went to Cleveland, who he had? He had Kyrie, he had Kevin Love, right? But he needed more help. So he went and got JR. He went and got the other nigga from the Knicks. So the nigga was not top paid. Then they was working deals to bring people in. What was it? They brought Kyle Korver in. You know what I'm saying? The following season, I need help. And they brought in Dwayne Wade. And I can't remember who else they brought up. LeBron is always complaining, I need help. I need help. Even though this motherfucker be playing with all-stars on his team. I need help. So that dude is overrated, man. He's trash. He's not garbage. The nigga flops. The nigga's not good from the three. The nigga don't play no defense. You know what I'm saying? He's trash. I need help. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like you, that's another thing I don't like about the gentleman is that if you don't like you, man, you'll fuck up your career. You'll fuck your money up. You'll get you traded. So, there's a lot of motherfuckers in the league, man, that it's like they didn't want to play with Jordan. They don't want to play with LeBron James. They don't want to be nowhere near that motherfucker. So shout out to LeBron James, but back to Michael Jordan, man. I don't like Michael Jordan as a person. I don't like him as a player. Because I'm a distant fan. So that's shit, I don't like him. I need to root for him in the comebacks. I need to root for him in both comebacks. I don't care for him. But I will say, man, that Michael Jordan does a lot more than people give him credit for, especially in the North Carolina area and the New York area where he's from. But he doesn't publicize it. Just like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, man, helped out a lot of people, did a lot for a lot of people, but he never bragged upon that. So, I will give Michael that. He may be an asshole. He may be a gambling addict. He may be, a white girl lover. But Michael does put his money where his mouth is. It's just, publicize it. And I think a lot of us, man, criticize Michael, even though we buy his shoes and we the same individuals, man, who wouldn't give a fucking low on the street $5, you know what I'm saying, or $1. You know what I'm saying? So who are we to talk about Michael Jordan?
What about the people who are always calling some of these NBA stars bums and shit? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say that. I'm like, bums? I'm like, this motherfucker making more money in 1 month than you made your whole life.
Listen. Bum does not mean monetary value. Bum means playing on the court. As a fan, you have your right to say who's a bum and who's not a bum. When you go to the court, hey man, y'all got your little thing down there in Detroit called the pit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what your basketball skills looking like, but I know you got to really play to be down there in the pit. But there's some motherfuckers out there that play, man, they may make it on the court, but you still call them motherfuckers bum-ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there are bums in the NBA. There are bums compared to their contemporaries, not compared to the average person on the block playing in their backyard. Yeah, they'll block their shots, and yeah, if they make the NBA minimum, they're doing better than a lot of us. But from a fan standpoint, if I'm going to pay $10, you know what I'm saying, plus $10 for, I'm paying $20 for a ticket, $10 for parking, you know what I'm saying, I'm paying another $10 for a hot dog, another $12 for a beer. By the time I leave the goddamn stadium, man, I done paid $100. I'm going to yell down on the court and use the fucking ball, especially if you're from the other team. That's what being a fan is about. You root for your team and you shit on the other team. And bums when they miss shots, you laugh at them and when they're at the free throw line, you go. So I don't get where the whole you can't call a player a bum just because they made $60 million like Kwame Brown or, you know what I'm saying? Dude, Darko Milicic, like I always say, hey man, Darko Milicic is over here. Darko Milicic right now is a fucking goat herder in his own country. Darko Milicic, you check out the NBA with about $30-40 million. Darko Milicic, usually, I think, Kwame Brown, you talk about what you think, though. He still heard about that. And I get his sentiments. You know what I'm saying? And he's pulling the curtain behind and give you a peek behind what's going on in the NBA. But again, as a fan, I have a right when I go, when I'm sitting, hey man, when have you not looked at the TV screen and you ain't even visited? It ain't like you down there paying no money for the game. You watching the game with your homeboys, drinking a beer, and you watching the Christmas games. You know what I'm saying? And in Detroit, y'all got the football games on Thanksgiving. Y'all sit up and say that the Lions ain't shit every motherfucking year. Oh shit, the Lions are fucking bums.
Yeah,
the
they
Lions
do.
ain't shit.
Yeah, they
The
be clowning.
Lions is some trash. So what makes Kwame Brown different from the fucking Lions? The Lions don't give a fuck that y'all calling them bums. Y'all still support them. Y'all still watch the fucking games.
I used to do security for the Lions the first year they actually moved to Detroit from the Pontiac Silverdome, that big stupid ass dome they used to play in. They never really could fill up. The dome used to hold 80,000 fucking people. So when they moved out of that raggedy motherfucker and built the Ford Field, this big $500 million stadium that they knew they was gonna fill up because they was in the city, I used to call them some sorry motherfuckers as I was standing by the locker room door, making sure other fans didn't run in the locker room behind these motherfuckers after the game. So I was that motherfucker who was standing by the door blocking and everything. And a lot of people used to try to size me up and everything because I was a lot smaller then. But I told people, don't let the size matter. Don't let the size fool you. I guarantee you, it's gonna take a lot of you motherfuckers to get through me to get to this locker room.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, right? I'm gonna go through these motherfuckers right here. I'm gonna go through, and you tell me, man, have you ever not called these motherfuckers a bum? Chuck Long, was he a bum?
Nope.
Was Eric Kibble a bum?
For what team?
These are all Lions quarterbacks. Chuck Long, Eric Kibble, Rodney Peete, Andre Ware.
You know Rodney Peete was the man. You know Rodney Peete was the man. Come on,
He was a fucking bum. Andre Ware was a bum.
You the first.
Eric Kramer.
Eric
Kramer was the best quarterback out of all them motherfuckers during that era. Scott Mitchell was a bum, even though he did win some games. Charlie Batch was a bum. Joey Harrington was a bum. John Kindle, he did all right, but he was still a bum. Dan Orlovsky was a fucking bum. Dante Culpepper came to the Lions. He was a bum. Matthew Stafford, he's considered a bust. He ain't never went to the fucking Super Bowl. John Hill was a bum. The nigga that he got now, Jeff Goff, is a bum. So what is Kwame Brown tripping about? He should be happy he got $65 million.
So what was Kwame Brown saying about all these people?
Kwame Brown was bitching because his peers in the NBA called him a bum, and he has a right. He's right in the sense that his coaches did him wrong coming out of high school. You know what I'm saying? But bro, you've been harping on that for about 5 months now. Let's switch the subject.
What his coaches?
Got it off your chest. Nobody's talking about that anymore, but you're the one that's still talking about it.
So
Nobody's talking about you being a bum.
What was his coaches? How he figured his coaches did him wrong coming out of high school?
His coach was Doug Collins. Do you know who Doug Collins is?
Oh yeah, the one of the damn top 10 coaches of fucking NBA history.
Nah, Doug Collins is not a top 10 coach in NBA history. He's a respectable coach in NBA history. He's probably in top 10 in Chicago history because Doug Collins is the guy who Michael Jordan used to play for when Michael Jordan got drafted. Doug Collins used to also coach the business.
Yeah.
During the Grant Hill era, Doug Collins was the coach in Washington when Michael Jordan came back. Michael Jordan came out of the executive position and sold his interest in the in the Washington Wizards, and then he came down to play, and he had picked Collins. When Kwame Brown was drafted, they drafted Kwame Brown so they can trade him to Chicago for Elton Brand. Chicago didn't want to do the trade, so they were stuck with Kwame Brown. That young man came out of high school, and during that time in the league, they didn't want high schoolers coming out. So there was an attack on Kwame Brown. You know what I'm saying? Kwame Brown was one of the last few high schoolers to come out of high school. Well, LeBron James was I think like the LeBron James class was the last class of high school to come out the league.
Kobe, remember Kobe came out of high school too.
No, Kobe was before Kwame Brown.
I'm just saying he came out of high school too. I remember he came out of high school.
Listen, there was an influx of after Kobe Bryant came out of high school, there was an influx of kids coming out of college. That was not good for business for the colleges. They were coming out of high school and going straight to the NBA. That was not good for the colleges. So the colleges put pressure on the NBA to set the rules that high schoolers, you had to play at least 2 years of high school, college ball, then you could come out. Because if everyone was coming out of high school playing their freshman year like a Stephon Marbury and then just jumping straight to the NBA. So they wanted to play at least 2 years so the school could get some publicity, be able to build up the teams, be able to build up revenue. Kwame Brown was in that class, so like I don't know if I think Dargo came out. I think Dargo came straight from high school. LeBron, who was on that? Tracy McGrady came after Kobe with Tracy McGrady. Tyson Chandler came out the same year that Kwame Brown came out. He came straight out of high school. I don't know Eddie Curry. I think Eddie Curry came out. Eddie Curry played in Chicago. I think he came straight out of high school. The league didn't want that. So Jordan was stuck. Jordan Doug Collins was stuck with Kwame Brown. And Jordan being the asshole that he is, he didn't take time to mentor Kwame Brown like the hell that he should have. He just talked shit to him like he did the rest of the motherfuckers on the team. And that fucked that young man's confidence up at an early age. But Kwame, everywhere you went, he was a fucking bum. You know, you had some good games. Hey, man, we all shine. You know what I'm saying? I played high school ball in the summer league, because I wasn't good enough to play in the regular season. You know, and I had some good games. I'm not too big, I'm not too tall, I'm not too small, but my average is hold on 1 second here. Yeah, my average, man, was, 2 and 2. You know what I'm saying? But I've had some games where I had some double doubles. And I felt like I was the shit. So, shout out to Kwame Brown, man. But fans do have the right. I can see him being mad at his peers. But as fans, as sports commentators, yeah, but we don't call you a bum. Just like Kwame Brown would call wherever he's from. He's from Georgia, he's from Brunswick, he's from South Carolina, so I'm quite sure that for a while he called the Charlotte Panthers some dumbass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure before the Falcons went to the Super Bowl back in when they played the Ravens in like 98 and 99, I'm quite sure the Atlanta Falcons were bum ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll get that. Yo, man, let me go ahead and get off here, man. Let me run. I have a few things to clear up.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in and everything to the newest part of the OG Message Show that got to go on under Black Gemini Films with Jive Turkey Talk Season 1, Episode 1 in the house and everything. And peace out in the Middle East with no hair grease. And I'll get back with you. And what happens in Vegas, it stays in Vegas. So when I come out there, you got to show me a good time, because first place I'm stopping at is I want you to meet me at Hooters Hotel so I can meet up with all them Hooter girls at the best damn spot. They got the best damn Parmesan garlic wings, because I'm gritty as hell.
Say no wings, only breasts and thighs, especially since it's a wing shortage.
On that damn wing shortage. Oh, what? I ain't eat.
I'm out of here, bro.
All right, now. Peace out, man.
All right, peace.
All right, 100.
100.
Yep. All right, that was my dog, Gemini from Vegas. You know what I'm saying? We go way back and everything. So, basically, as I was saying before, OG Message Show is back, and make sure y'all say no to crack. You know, make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, and share. That's not asking for much, is it? All right. Peace out in Middle East for no head grease. See you on the next episode.